Swamiji, please can you tell us what is Guru and what is Guru Purnima?
Thank you, Oleg. Thank you for that question. I love that question. Yes, because it is time we started talking about these things. Many people don't. Today, the word guru is like you can be a computer guru and you can be a sports guru or you can be any type of guru. Political gurus, my God, don't even talk about that. But what is a guru? Guru is a Sanskrit word that is made up of two parts. One is gu and the other is ru. Gu stands for darkness. In my language in Goa, gu is also excreta. Ru is light. So just like Lakshmi, who takes the stuff that is under the ground, and mind you, all the material wealth we have today on this earth is coming from under the ground. So just like Lakshmi takes the wealth from under the ground and takes it up and feeds and gives us all that we want, depending on whether it's Bhudevi or Sri Devi, whether it's a natural needs or whether our cultural and wealth needs. The same way, a guru is a person who takes this gu, this darkness, and takes it and turns it into the light for you. So, most important to understand is that if you are a guru, you are a person who is able to transform gu into light. Are you doing that? That's very important because most of the gurus of today are not doing that. Most of the gurus of today are entertainers. Okay? A guru invokes, he evokes. An entertainer only entertains, he stimulates you. He makes you happy, he makes you laugh, he makes you joyful. And most of the time, the entertainers, especially the one-man comics, stand-up comics, they are always trying to entertain you with laughter. And they know everything on every damn subject on the planet. But they don't know the subject that you're supposed to know, which is how to transform a person's life. You have one stage artist giving one-liners, and they are so famous, they have millions of people flocking to them. But are they really gurus? A true guru will never go on the stage except on certain occasions like today. A true guru will always connect one-on-one with his students. A true guru will always fill the life of his followers with light. Very important to understand. And how do you know this? You know this because you measure the guru with the thermometer. I shouldn't say thermo, but with the meter of wealth. The richer a so-called guru is, the greater he is a fake. I say this outright. A true guru can never be materially rich. A true guru always lives with humility and poverty. Not because he is meant to be poor, but because he realizes that the material needs will take him away from his path, and his greatest path is spiritual growth, not material growth. Very important. What is Guru Purnima? Guru Purnima is made up of two words. Guru, a person, place, animal, thing, object, whatever it is, that can take you from darkness to light. Something that will give you information, but more than information, something that will give you wisdom. Especially in the context of spirituality. That is a true guru, right? And Purnima is a full moon. We know today that the full moon is so powerful that it can create tides in the seas. High tide. Many times the fishermen will not go out during high tide because the waves are rough. But that same Purnima can also create waves within you. You have an ocean inside you, and there are many rivers. We call them veins, we call them arteries. These also get affected. Many people in this world today are lunatics. In fact, all of us are. Now, the word lunatic has been misunderstood as being mad. No. A lunatic is a person who is affected by the moon. In fact, I'll start by calling myself a lunatic. Yesterday, I almost had a fender bender and everything went crazy. And I told my friend, I said, later on, I said, everything that is happening normally happens in the full moon for me. And today I found out I'd forgotten about my own Guru Purnima. So we are affected by the moon. But this particular moon, of all the moons, of all the full moons that come into our lives in 1 year, this particular moon is connected with the Guru. It is the Purnima, it is the full moon where followers flock to the Guru. And another smart thing I'll tell you, if you really want to learn and you really want to grow, do not go to the Guru who's got thousands of followers. He's an entertainer. If he has got thousands and thousands of followers, he will not come there. Because he doesn't like fanfare. He doesn't like all this drama that goes around. He will come and sit in a place and he will give love, he will give blessings, he'll give Shakti to his students in a very humble way. The guys who have all these firecrackers going out, and that's a metaphor, they're not really gurus. Be very careful. Be very careful about whether your guru is giving you advice and help in the material world or in the spiritual world. In this Kali Yuga, in this world of Kali, which is slowly, Kalki is coming very soon. Kalki is coming very soon. But in this world, people are all flocking for material goods. You're my guru if you can give me something. You're my guru if I can make money to you. But the true guru will not give you material goods. You're supposed to give that guru material goods because he needs to survive. And now be careful. Huh? There are many of them who will use this line to take things from you. They only need to survive, not to be affluent. A true guru is the one who will guide you spiritually. He'll help you in your spiritual growth. He'll help you tide over from this material existence that you have come into by birth. He will help you to tide over to the reason why you came here, to grow spiritually. A true guru is an introvert. If your guru is too much of an extrovert, especially when it comes to these things, and I must admit, I am also very extroverted in many ways, but a true guru is an introvert. Okay? A true guru is used to helping you go within. All the time is only guiding you with one thing. To go within, to go within. There was a very famous, this is a story, a very famous guru. He came up to his big audience. And you might have heard this story because it's a beautiful story. I'll be surprised if you've not heard it, but I want to say it today. This guru went out to his audience, and when he came there, facing them, he had on his left a statue of Ram, and on the other side he had a statue of Ravana. And he asked the whole audience, he says, which one would you like to take home if I give it to you today? The statue of Ram or the statue of Ravana? And almost unanimously everybody said Ram. And the guru smiled and he says, but I have not told you the whole story. Wait a minute. The statue of Ram is made from mud and stone. The statue of Ravana is made from 24 karat gold. Now which one would you like to take home? And there was an absolute silence. Because everybody realized where they stood. This small story, a few sentences, transformed hundreds in the crowds because they began to realize that even though they've been talking about Ram, they have been following Ravan. That is Kali Yuga for you. Okay? A true guru is not a person. See, today I'm like a little fake in a way, but this is my Guru Purnima. I never wear these clothes as far as possible, except when I'm going to present myself, because I like to use the image. But this is all image. Okay? Because a true guru does not have turbans and beard and rudraksh malas and wear saffron and sit there and act like he has just descended from Satyaloka. That's not a true guru. A true guru doesn't go after appearance. A true guru goes after giving you experience. Anubhav, they call it. A true Guru will give you the anubhav, the experience of God. By sitting in the presence of the Guru or just by looking at the Guru, they will know this is a Guru. There's something about him that is not from this world. There's something about him that is otherworldly. If you feel that way, you know you met your true Guru. But even that can be confusing. It's something I also want to tell you about, is about this life that we are in. In Guru Purnima, I always take every Guru Purnima as a means to give gyan to people, to give a little knowledge. I want to talk about the Pancha Mahabhutas. I want to let five thing comes a lot. Let us talk about how I, you, and we all came into existence. This existence came about when a part of Brahman, or God the Father, or the whole, the universal creator, when a part of that Brahma separated itself and started developing individual characteristics. You and I are from that. But that is not the whole story. When it separates from Brahma, we call it an Atma. It is absolutely pure, but it has come out, it's got these individual characteristics and it's looking for anubhav, it's looking for experience. So this Atma falls into this ocean of bliss. And this bliss is what we call Ananda. So this Atma falls into Ananda. And now it becomes exclusively an Atma residing in Anandamaya Sharira. This is the first Sharira we talk about. It is not satisfied. After some time, you know what? I have a Rolls Royce, I have a Mercedes. You won't be constantly excited about it, right? A few days later, you'll get tired of that Mercedes. You want something different. And that is why I like to tell poor people, they will always be happy because they can always look for something more. The super rich, what more can they look for? Then they have to give up all their wealth and come and sit in front of a Guru. So this Anandamaya Sharira with the Atma now enters into the Manomaya Sharira, which is the mind. Mano, mind. The body of mind. The body of bliss, when it enters the body of mind, a new body is created which is called Vijnanamaya Sharira. So now we have these three angas. And this person is existing with the mind. Okay? The individual mind now connects with the universal mind. The manas connects with Mahat. And it is still not happy. It wants more and it wants more. The man who's living on one bowl of rice a day is happy. But then you bring him a big fish one day and then you give him pomfret, Raichar pomfret, which is very famous in Goa. Or you give him so many other things. And now he wants to eat more and more, right? This is nature, human nature. So this mind and Vijnanamaya Sharira, that's Manomaya Sharira, Vijnanamaya Sharira, Anandamaya Sharira, at the bottom of which is, at the center of which is the Atma, decides to come into this world. So it chooses to come with a particular father and mother. I believe they have these little applications that they. And how can it do this? How can it go back? It has to learn the art of returning back to God, returning back to Brahma. And this is where yoga comes in. We learn and study yoga, which is yukt, comes from the word yukt, which means to yoke, where the soul, the Atma, is yoked to the Parama Atma, the God above, the creator of the universe. And when we start doing yoga, we start learning to retrace our steps. Even while we are in the body, we begin practicing pranayama, asanas first to strengthen the physical body, then pranayama to help us to go within. That's the fourth step of yoga. Maharishi Patanjali said, Yama Niyama are the spiritual foundation of do's and don't do's, do nots. But then comes the asana, physical body. You mold the physical body to receive the transformation that will help you to go back to God the Father. Then comes pranayama, because that's the first thing that we get when we are born. Okay? When the mind body connects with the Annamaya Kosya, which is the physical body, Bharanga, okay, stula sharira, then prana is coming in and the breath is created. And the first thing you know, visibly by observing that the person has died, is when you look at the breath, it stops. Today we have advanced technically where we can also tell whether the person has died and gone when we look at the manomaya sharira, and that is by taking the electroencephalogram. And if that is still going, then we say, okay, the person is still alive even though the breathing has stopped. You see, science meets religion in a good way if religion behaves itself. And that's very difficult in Kali Yuga. So when it practices pranayama, the soul, when you and I, we start doing asanas and pranayama, then we do meditation, because after pranayama comes meditation. And in the meditation, we learn to become still so we can make ourselves present to the God within us. Through meditation, we start getting spiritual gifts, the siddhis. The siddhis are not a sign that now it's time to celebrate and start becoming wealthy and all that stuff. No! The spiritual gifts are a very humbling thing, because the spiritual gifts are a sign that you're on the path, and many people fall off the path. Many people fall off this path because they get entertained and they become entertainers. They're no longer gurus. But if you can resist that temptation, then from the Vijnanamaya Sharira, which gives you siddhis, you start drowning yourself into the Anandamaya Sharira. And now there is nothing but bliss. You live only for bliss. A lot of problems will come to you during that time. A lot of negative entities will start troubling you. The world is not attractive to you anymore. Okay? You begin to see the corruption in the world and you hate it. You begin to see bribery, you begin to see corruption. You begin to see crime. And you become disoriented. And once you start experiencing that, you are ready to experience the Atma. And once you experience the Atma, it is only a matter of time before you find God. Namaste.